then the sink, and I could get dinner without leaving my.
Where was the apartment? You're not talking about Park Place, are you?
That's all
Mother, where was your apartment?
up in Parkville.
Oh, in Parkville.
It was a lot of fun. What can I say? I locked myself out once making sour
So you
beef.
guys lived there before you went to
And
Park Place?
I forgot something.
Did you hear what she did? She locked herself out making sour beef.
Really?
And I had to get something, and I left the stove on.
Oops.
I
Not
see.
a good thing. I couldn't get back in the house. I locked the door behind me. Meat is in the stove. I had to call the fire department. I was so embarrassed.
Do you see any?
They had to break the door.
Do you see any eagles out your way?
We see him from time to
Do
time.
you? We saw a couple in Glen Burnie,
Oh,
actually.
they're everywhere now.
They're beautiful.
We got a golden one down in the bottom, Rodney.
Oh,
It's pretty.
good.
They're right over the house.
Hey.
Okay. Children.
You are?
I'm 144, which is very good. I'm going to, when you all eat, I'm going to take my needle and behave myself the best I can.
Yeah. Just don't look at the cake, or don't smell the cake, or
Well,
don't
I
go.
am going
Don't
to
go.
eat a damn piece of that damn
Hopefully,
cake.
hopefully it's a angel food cake, right?
It should be, but it's not. It's
Oops.
got strawberry
Oops.
on it.
Strawberry shortcake?
No, it's I don't know what kind of, I haven't seen it. But I am going to eat a piece.
That's
and
right,
I'm going
'cause
to
it's a
take extra
birthday.
insulin.
And she's gonna take some home with her because it's her birthday.
And I'm not going to take most of it home. Because I know
But you
myself.
can freeze it.
You know, it's funny about diet. My fingernails are not shredding at this point.
Good.
But I don't eat like I ate when Big Johnny was alive. I don't have ice cream in the house. Just don't get it.
But you know, you can get sugar-free ice cream.
Yeah, yeah.
Or yogurt, frozen
But
yogurt.
see, my problem is I'm not a controlled person.
Oh.
I wouldn't eat a little bit. I might eat a little bit,
But it would be calling you.
and then later on I'd eat another little bit, and then I'd be in deep water.
Uh-oh.
But my nails aren't shredding like they did 6 months ago.
Good.
And just because I'm not eating what he ate, I'm not. And I had to cook what he wanted because otherwise
Because he wouldn't eat anything else.
He wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
If he didn't grow up with it, didn't eat it. Just that simple.
This one too.
But I'll try most anything. Doesn't mean I'll stick with it, but I'll try it, you know.
And you brought your insulin, right?
I did, yeah. I got my insulin.
Well, it's really a pretty day, right? Beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
Look at the clouds.
So can you think of something you remember about you and Dad? It's something you did back then, some
We
story?
had lots of fun.
Well, tell me a story or two. Someone I haven't heard maybe, when you guys were first married.
Oh, we went on moonlight boat rides down the bay.
Down the bay?
And when we were first married, we went with Vi and Bill, 'cause we were best friends, the four of us. We went down the bay, and we loved it so much. We didn't have any clothes, but we didn't expect to stay overnight. We liked it so much we stayed overnight. And when we went in the boarding house, which is all it was down there, we had to sign our names, and it was John Smith and Bill Jones. Well, you know they did not believe us.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
that's who we were.
And his other friend was Charlie Brown. So there you go.
Yeah, but we stayed overnight in an old house. The two sisters had it. That was their livelihood, sort of, so to speak, you know, renting their rooms out. We had fun. Everything's fun.
Are you still swimming?
No, the pool was closed for repairs, and they just opened it up. So I can only do Tuesday and Thursday, because that's the only time they let outsiders swim. So I hope to go Tuesday, you know. They just opened it up last
That'll be
week.
good for your joints.
Oh yeah, yeah, because my hands are not good,
Really?
not good at all.
Are they swollen? Or just
No,
ache?
they just don't move like they should, and I'm awkward and slow. I'm real slow, but that's the way it is at 90. You're just slow.
I'll bring you one of those things we have at work, a
A
ball.
ball.
Yeah, and I should have. Usually I have them in the car.
What do
But
you
I-
have them for?
We give them to patients.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of another story, Mom? Some more things?
Well, we had Halloween parties when we were first married, and acted ridiculous and dressed up ridiculous. We have one big friend, biggest man you ever saw. He came as a New Year baby.
On a diaper.
Only a diaper.
Huh.
It
What'd
was
you
all-
dress up like?
Now, what was
Well,
his name? What was his name?
I was a Hawaiian girl.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Crepe paper hula.
What was his name?
Epi.
Epi.
Great.
Where'd you guys go on a honeymoon?
We didn't have a honeymoon. I thought it was too cheap.
Oh, okay.
We went to the Southern Hotel.
But you used to go to Rehoboth, right?
When we were first married, we went and took you children to Idlewood, and then Ocean City. We boarded. We just took a room, and we would go down with you children, and Susie was in a playpen. And one time, his mother and father went along, and another time we took my parents, we took turns with them. And we all made out fine. We had a lot of fun, but I'm trying to remember. I can't remember everything.
I remember Wildwood, Mrs. Fry. I remember her.
Do you remember the pie that we ate there?
No.
The pies were so wonderful at Wildwood.
Was that at that restaurant that everybody wanted to get into? I remember that restaurant that we waited for a long time, but it was worth it.
It would be custard on the bottom, just like a vanilla custard, or cream cheese, was it? It was a base, cream cheese custard base of some kind, and then fruit, and then a glaze over the fruit. Oh,
What kind of fruit?
And every blueberries, blackberries,
kinds.
strawberries, all kinds.
Wow.
But it was a delicious way to make a pie.
What was the crust? It had a crust?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like a flaky crust?
Just a plain crust.
I like your pants, so it's cute.
Susie?
Looks cool.
Susie?
She's doing it.
I'm
She's
not
doing.
the only deaf
She's
person
doing a
in the
Hillary.
She's modeling. Oh, there he is. How's your little guy?
Oh, she has to come out to potty.
Isn't he cute? Is he blind or?
Yeah, and deaf.
Aw. My
So
little
she
girl
doesn't know
is
where
too.
she is.
Aw.
See, she,
I have Mindy's blind. Blind as a bat. Got a deaf one too.